Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. Now, as promised last night, while I was streaming Breath of the Wild... Oh, hold on now. I'm getting some feedback on, yeah, okay. I don't know if that actually came through the mic, probably not, but yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, as I was streaming Breath of the Wild last night, as I said, tonight I am going to carry on with the second season of the Batman Telltale game. It feels good to actually get into this before the whole thing is finished, because I think when I did the first season of Telltale's Batman series, all of it had been released for like a year. The fact that I didn't know how any of that ended was amazing, because I'm usually pretty good at avoiding spoilers if I haven't gotten to something, but this day and age, man, it's really hard to do that, isn't it? Just stupidly hard. I came close to getting a couple of spoilers for even the first few episodes of this, but thankfully I managed to avoid it. Also, Steam sales, man. Steam sales. That's the reason why I have this in the first place, as a matter of fact. I must have gotten, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so games over the holiday sale, and I mean, man. So there's going to be... Thankfully, some of them seem like... Well, some of them were fairly cheap, and they look like they're fairly short. That is perfect for streaming, in my opinion. Some of them would be, anyway. A couple of them are classics that I've had copies of before. Others are just really bizarre games that intrigue me. But I'll get to that at a later date. For now, as I promised, let us begin with Batman, the Telltale series, The Enemy Within. Spooky name, yes. Hopefully this is going to work. Mainly the thing I hope that's going to work is that I can import my choices from the... Because I've since uninstalled the first season of this since I finished it, to save on space. So... hold on. I have controller woes again. I've really got to get new USB ports for this computer. That's another part I need to get here. Well, hell, I still need to, I did, while I was away, get a solid-state drive to put into this thing that'll hopefully help speed certain games and processes along. Need to find a time to, and figure out how to install that. Shouldn't be that hard, but I'll get into that. Let's see, the only I think, while I was testing the audio for this... Yeah. I mean, with the audio on full bore, at least the background music for this didn't seem to bowl over my voice too badly, but we'll see how it turns out. And the base settings for the rest of it should be fine. Bokeh? A lens simulation rendering out-of-focus areas to highlight depth of field. It's not very often you get a game that has a bokeh option. I'm kind of big into photography as a hobby, so every time I see that, I think of like the camera effect, which is obviously what they're talking about there. Is really cool if you can, yeah, figure out how to work it. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's see if I can import my choices. Choose how to begin your story. Batman the Enemy Within can be started as a brand new story, or as a continuation of the Season 1 choices you made. Choose to continue your story to add backstory from previous seasons, okay. Okay, your backstory is complete, your backstory... So I guess that must have taken, then? It's funny, because I don't have a Telltale account. And... Unless, well, it must be saved on their servers or something like that, I guess, I don't know. Ah, the Enigma. One of Gotham's oldest and deadliest criminals has returned. Batman must work with allies old and new to stop this growing threat. Are they talking about the Riddler? So he's going to be like the Arkham Riddler then, and being stupidly, frightening? Also, I like how all these things are shaded out, but I mean, that looks suspiciously like Harley Quinn in the second episode. I know she's in the second season, so, you know. That's very clearly Catwoman. That's almost certainly the Joker in episode 4. And that could very well be him in episode 5, too, so, yeah. Anyway. Let's mosey along, shall we? See what sort of insanity the Riddler is up to. Yeah, let's make it not barely visible as there, so we'll just keep it at center. Previously on Batman. La 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 la. Batman. Alfred lost his eye! Which, sadly, is a thing that happened, yes.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes. Their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal.
And a dick.
He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Also, when they say old criminal, does that mean
Spring has arrived in Gotham,
okay, I'll
and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win again, everyone would be happy.
Black! Black!
Lucky
yes!
There it is.
Rumi Mori.
I want all the monies.
Import-export magnate. One-time Pipex CEO. International arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman. A philanthropist who gives to charity. Not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Mori. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I know?
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing. Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
If,
The Bat computer can intercept his communications.
If those aren't contacts, like really high-tech contacts, then I'm assuming Bruce must be a, cyborg of some kind now?
Certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
But no, Bruce can't be a cyborg. That's a completely different member of the Justice League.
Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is. I could hack the cameras, but I've already got visual.
But, you know, I'm
hear
here. I'm here and I can see him.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation. Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Also, if anyone looks at Bruce too
Try to
closely,
blend
they can
in.
clearly see the earpiece and his eyes.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only high rollers go.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm here undercover.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret.
Be snarky and truthful at the same time.
What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Oh, crap.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Hello?
That's him.
How about we go back to my place?
Oh,
I'll call my driver. Meet me outside?
well, since you put it like that, I never do this, you know.
You know, me neither.
That's going to bite me in the ass, no doubt.
Me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer
Yes, to.
I don't give a crap, let's go.
wrong? The correct answer is, are you dead?
Holy shit!
Now, let's get started.
Okay, this version of the Riddler ain't nothing to fuck with, apparently.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
You're in basically the first 5 minutes or so of the game, and the Riddler straight up slits a man's throat.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
What are you laughing at? And now he walks into like a mop bucket or something.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
It's changing into my evening wear.
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
So this is interesting. That implies that the Riddler is much older than Bruce in this continuity, and they've never met. Or at the very least, the Riddler's never met Batman anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows the Waynes.
They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Once again, I marveled how they changed the Batman mythos, and I'm kind of cool with it, honestly. It's an interesting take on everybody, and yet they're still similar enough.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
I'm assuming a clock. It seems kind of easy.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that...
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly. It's the kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
You can talk.
I know.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
And they're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy. But don't think you can just stall.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
And nobody sees this?
What the?
Hi! Hi. The glowy eye freak tells you to be quiet, you be quiet.
Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
Tear gas.
We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
Frontal assault sounds like a terrible idea.
You're completely insane!
No, I don't believe that's it.
Ugh.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal. Give him hell. We're counting on you.
And the hostages are like, is he talking to us? Huang.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Good point. Get the gun out of there. Say pulling the hostage out of the way might have been harder, so. Oh, that was creative.
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head.
Break it open.
With pleasure.
Is this guy an elite mook? He's got the look of one. And his spine has been broken. Oh, hello.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back.
All you scum are the same. Only thing that changes is the mask.
Spoken like a man who sees the world in black and white. Allow me to broaden your spectrum. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. I expected more of the battle from you. Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
Holy crap.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, he has his own grappling gun.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Ooh. Close call.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Mori made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
I believe in justice. Mori deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice. Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
Right on. Ouch. And his jaw's broken. Roundhouse, roundhouse! Roundhouse kick.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Also explosions! Oh, I fucked up. How very anticlimactic. I was expecting to see the results of my failure, but it's just like, nope, you gotta do it again.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt.
They probably could have started this up a bit closer to the Krypton event, but okay. Whatever. So Batman thinks he's Spider-Man in this game, is what I'm getting out of this. Channeling a rival franchise.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Is that who I think it is?
Waller?
Yep, it is.
After all, we're here to help.
Well, shit's about to get real if Waller's involved. In most continuity, she's an incredibly dangerous person to cross, so I can only imagine things are only going to get worse. Oh boy. Oh boy, a box. But no, yeah, that was pretty awesome. I gotta say, I mean, despite the fact this version of the Riddler is older than usual, I mean, he took one hell of a beating and didn't fall down. Usually the Riddler's got a glass jaw. This dude is, like, super dangerous.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The Bat computer will be able to analyze further.
Ornate.
Your days are numbered, Bat Freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
Oh, hey, it's Montoya.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing. He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
It usually is.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
I haven't had the pleasure of an introduction, Miss...
A pleasure, huh? Most people don't usually call it that.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
Sounds like the expertise we need.
Keep that attitude and we'll get along just fine.
Let's try not to rub her the wrong way for now.
We're not always welcome with open arms. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention the city's corrupt mayor, Dent. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
Whatever you think you can bring to the table, I don't need it.
You knew me even a little, you wouldn't hesitate. Trust me.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but, we'll
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers.
Whoops, that was my bad.
GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
If it comes down to it, I will side with Gordon over
Nerve on
Waller,
her.
though.
Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Okay.
Woo! I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's... changed.
Santa
For your
Prisca?
eyes only.
Where Bane
If
is
you catch
from?
my
Well,
drift.
where the prison Bane was
The
born
target
in,
of the
anyway.
casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help.
Conversation
I'm Gotham
over.
born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though.
Batman has no time for small
Criminally
talk.
Insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you a little better now.
So she's psychologically profiling me? Is she
I'll
going to
be in
find out who I am?
Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or...
Define
this courtesy
everything.
call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
I could have just left, I guess, but may as well be up front. I like how she's framed by the D. Interesting choice. Wayne Manor, too damn early in the morning.
What an eventful evening. I have taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus.
Taking the liberty of bringing this thing.
Maybe music will help.
On my own old-timey, jazz.
I need something cool.
Cool. With all his high-tech equipment, you'd think he'd get a better sound
The computer is
system.
finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Wonder if I'm gonna run into that lady I told wait for me outside. I wonder if she's going to be pissed. Oh, hey, trophies. And with room for more.
Vicky Vale, a.k.a. Lady Arkham.
Oh, look, it's the creepy
Driven
doll
to
she made.
madness, leader of the Children of Arkham.
Vicky Vale, terrorist leader, Lady Arkham. Vicky Vale was a well-known and respected reporter at the Gotham Gazette, but she was born Vicky Arkham, victim of my father's criminal activities. She created her alter ego, Lady Arkham, and her terrorist organization, the Children of Arkham, to destroy Gotham's elite. I defeated her, but I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. I would assume dead, but hey, with this crowd, you never know. Catwoman. Selina Kyle, thief for hire. Selina Kyle came to Gotham to perform a number of robberies for the Children of Arkham, though she eventually helped me stop them. She left Gotham during Lady Arkham's final assault on the city, and I don't know whether she'll ever return. Despite our differences, I enjoyed sparring with her. And by sparring, I mean sex, because that is a thing that happened. And then bad times followed. Also, I like the postcard. Put a dent in crime. Harvey Dent, corrupt mayor of Gotham. Harvey Dent was once a promising mayoral candidate and one of my closest friends. I supported his campaign and his vision for Gotham. After he was attacked by the Children of Arkham, he became Two-Face, a violent and deeply paranoid criminal. During his brief stint as mayor, he used his authority to enforce martial law throughout the city. Although he should still have his full face, unless something's happened to him between the two. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet.
Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin. My oldest friend.
Oswald Cobblepot, revolutionary. Oswald Cobblepot was a terrorist, anarchist, and my oldest friend. Born to one of Gotham's most prestigious families, he lived abroad after his mother was committed to Arkham Asylum by my father. He returned to Gotham to join the Children of Arkham, seeking revenge on my family for destroying his.
Selina. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it. Harvey Dent. He was a friend. Once. In the end, Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin.
Which I have, so sucks to be him. Oh, I cut him off.
No
Oops.
explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Oh. I don't like the look of that.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Also, Alfred, seeing as how you've got that eye patch, why the glasses? You should get a monocle. You can be a gentleman pirate and look utterly ridiculous. I say, R, I say. Gotham citizens support GCPD Batman partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the Gotham City Police Department's public partnership with the mass vigilante known as Batman has been a rousing success with the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits has been down from the previous year, with violent crimes hitting a record low. Though some on the City Council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is, I care that he makes things safer, said grocery store owner Wayne Barton, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Councilmember Gail Rich is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains, until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we can ever be truly safe. Wayne Enterprises stocks hit record high. Wayne Enterprises stock hit a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company as CEO last year following his brief ouster, and, the fact that his father was a criminal psychopath. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and being briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed that the assault was the side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. And trial date pushed back again. Federal judge has delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brandon Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in a pretrial hearing, although maybe it was a bit of a rescue too, who knows, themselves in a pretrial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. That's not a good idea. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, "I no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial and the 3rd set of attorneys to part ways with Dent, who is facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence, and fraud. Exit investigation. What is the agency? It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham City these days. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed that with the Gazette that a mysterious governmental entity known only as the Agency has been conducting operations in the city recently. On the record, there is no evidence of any crime-fighting organization by the name. But, officials say Cobblepot model prisoner. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. "We don't have a bad thing to say about him," said one Blackgate guard who wished to remain anonymous. "You get to talking to him and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart." Which is probably how he's going to screw everybody over. Because he's probably doing better in there now than he ever did.
The Agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
The Riddler's a flashy, homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days.
See, it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out, because like I said, in most continuities, Waller is, like, stupidly smart, and despite the fact she's not a flashy super criminal or a hero, or... she's very morally gray in most cases. But, she's, like, crazy dangerous. One common trend is her relationship with Batman, and how they agree on certain points. For the most part, they don't get along, and she very quickly finds out that that Batman is really Bruce Wayne, usually. So we'll see if that trend follows in this.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
He was the first?
Yes.
Wow.
To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
Okay.
It's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
What?
I take everything back.
Give me your face! Okay. Again, I thought the Riddler in the Arkham series was pretty dark, but I mean, even then, he was still the Riddler. He was a crazy murderer, but he was still pretty pathetic in a lot of respects. This guy is a face-stealing maniac, so that's dude. Telltale Riddler hardcore. Do I even know what his actual name is yet? Like, is this still, Edward Nygma, aka, well, actually his real name is Edward Nashton, I think, but, Edward Nygma. Maybe it's a completely different guy. Who knows? The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough that even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill, and my father left him alone. An international terrorist wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency, the Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing them to solve his macabre riddles. According to the agency's profile on him, Riddler's got a genius-level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissistic and obsessive-compulsive personality disorders. He's cruel, calculating, and merciless, and I will bring him down. Also, the whole Peña Duro thing is interesting on account of the fact that, again, that's where Bane was born and broke out of to come up and break the bat, and the Riddler orchestrated the prison break in Peña Duro, so is Bane going to show up at some point too? That'd be interesting. Over the past year, our partnership with Jim has flourished. Finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim... Okay, alright. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received his promotion, but I trust he'll use his newfound authority to make the city a better place. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. Best bros for life. Couldn't ask for a better partner. For life. Things are looking up for Jim Gordon's favorite true blue cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. It was evidence I provided that proved she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evident that she lives for her work, often at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. Because Renee Montoya is badass. Typically. There would be no Batman without Lucius Fox. In a sense, he's built me, including these apparently cybernetic eyes I have now. From Batsuit to Batmobile, everything I am, everything I owe to him. Brilliant engineer and on the world. Okay. Alfred, back when he had two eyes. I am not my father's son. I am Alfred's. Wow, it's not very often Bruce outright admits that. After my mother and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him, making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true, and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody. Certainly better than I know myself. He's my moral compass and my best friend. Last year, he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt over what happened. Just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. All I want is for him to be healthy and happy again. This game is going to make me feel stupidly bad, and they're going to kill off Alfred at some point, aren't they? I wouldn't put it past them. Let's see, it was Special Agent Iman Vesta who handed me the psychological profile on Riddler. Don't know much about her other than she's a Gotham native and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's also a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in further dealings with the agency. Well, what do we have to say about her? I got my first glimpse of Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori, a former congressional aide and political science PhD. Waller's irrepressible ambition has shot her straight up to the top of the government's top covert law enforcement organization, the agency. She's recently been promoted to regional director with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Gordon doesn't like her, that much is clear. Understandable. She's a force of nature who's threatening his turf. Just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems like she could be a powerful friend, but an even more powerful enemy. Vernon Blake, Special Agent Blake, Avestis' terse partner. Met him as Batman after Riddler's attack on the casino. Not much to say about him at the moment. He's just a face. A face with a silly earpiece. Okay, Mori wants everyone to believe he's a model citizen, paints philanthropy, business empire, war profiteer and murderer. Yep. High-tech weaponry. Riddler had some bone to pick with Mori, perhaps that's why he targeted him with Virago. Not surprising that a man like that would have enemies. I wonder how he made one of the Riddler. Okay, agency. Oh, it's just actual straight-up pictures of the two of them. Interesting. My father and possibly the worst criminal this city has ever known. You know, after meeting a grade-A psychopath like the Riddler, that's saying a lot. This would be... Their fortunes, devastated lives, and destroyed minds. What does it have to say about his mother? How into the... It could be that she wasn't as in on the thing. My mother the mystery. There you go. I witnessed her and my father's assassination when I was just a child, so my memories of her are few and far between, but I cherish each one. It's unclear what she knew or how involved she was with my father's crimes, but there's a part of me who wants to believe the best about her. Maybe she was left in the dark. Maybe she tried to stop him. I just don't know. I need to believe that there is a part of me that is good, and that part is my mother. At 10.5 million. Arkham Asylum, established 1921. And Enterprises. Crime Alley. Anyway. Let's get back to the action, shall we? Now that I've gotten the rundown of everything that's happening.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzles soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Okay.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
I'm pretty sure I have too, for that matter.
Don't remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
I have an eye, but can well, I'd go with either Hurricane or Needle.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
It's a record. I need to put it on the phonograph.
Look at these strange grooves.
How very blatant. Find something to use the disc with. I'll use it with Alfred. I'll shove it into my cowl.
The suit has held up remarkably well so far.
In spite of everything you put it through?
My suit always takes a lot of damage, but it still does what it's supposed to do, hide my identity, and intimidate criminals and keep me alive. This is an older model of Lucius Fox's design. I had to revert to it after my batsuit was damaged in a fight with Lady Arkham. Sounds advanced, but that's good. I never want to be too reliant on technology. You know, this stuff.
Gordon and Mori would have been crushed by that statue at the casino if not for this.
Can't be everywhere at once.
Even with the anchor. Still too close a call.
Design makes it easy to take care of business from across the room, whether that business is wresting weapons away from criminals or stopping something heavy.
See, the refined edge allows for a cleaner flight path.
Thanks for explaining that to me, Bruce. I never would have guessed.
The stunner's been upgraded. Thankfully, I'm not on the receiving end of the jolt.
It's flashy and unsubtle, but it's guaranteed to incapacitate a target no matter their size.
The old grapple. It's come in handy more than once. Useful when the odds are stacked against me in a fight. No one beats Lucius's handiwork.
Previous model? I should always say like that. This batsuit was damaged in fights against Children of Arkham and Harvey Dent's paramilitary troops. Lucius has since given me an even better version of the suit. I hold on to this one to remind me to never let my guard down in battle. That and I'm a hoarder and I can't throw anything away, as evidenced by my trophy room. You should really drink that, Bruce, before it gets cold. Funny, I figured they'd give me the option.
Your guess is as good as mine.
These are still here?
Never forget.
No, that's why they're there. Still, just leave them there, though. That's kind of... Alright. Also, he looks over at the phonograph when he comes down over the stairs. I mean... They couldn't make it any more blatantly obvious.
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Okay.
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
Lucius seemed a little bit reluctant. It's going to be a big day for him.
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Maybe Lucius is the one who's going to end up dead.
Hunting, Bruce.
Some major character is going to die. I can guarantee it.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Oh, it's
good to hear it, Regina.
You, yeah,
What I've
Regina.
come to
That's it.
expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case?
Sandwiches.
Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
I see.
It's not a
Well,
lie.
I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
I love the way he just said that. It seemed kind of sarcastic. It's great. It's great.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your Bat-Tech. But if you want me to stop...
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Okay, it doesn't make me go through the whole motion again. That's good.
Huh. Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast.
The hell is this?
Hi, Dad.
Oh, that's his daughter. Never mind.
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
You're not supposed to see that.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
This might backfire horribly on
I was
us.
planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. Said he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the China.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Well, do you know what she wants, Lucius? It's not for us to decide her future.
That's fair. It's just that our work means a great deal to me. I'd like to share that with her.
Let's put a pin in this for now. I think we've got enough on our plates. Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
I can't help but get the distinct feeling that...
Mr. Wayne.
Oh.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta.
This could have been awkward.
This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
We've already met. No, we haven't.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office.
See you later, Lucius. Good chat.
Oh yeah, one of the best.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's Behavioral Analysis Unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much.
Why are you talking to me? What do I have to do with any of this? Oh crap. Oh crap.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
I'm just going to stay here for the rest of the meeting, if you don't
you?
mind.
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
Maybe I shouldn't have answered that.
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler.
And...
We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler? That psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history with psychos?
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You helped the GCPD capture Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. He was a terrorist, a member of the Children of Arkham, and your friend. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends.
Why are you bringing him into
Sound of
this?
it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zsasz, Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Okay.
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
That's a very leading
No
question.
more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father.
Oh, that's a low blow.
Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea. That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
What's happening?
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building.
What's happening?
Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
You just hold tight, Lucius. I'm coming down to help.
It's too late for that. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
What's happening?
Lucius!
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
What? Oh, oh no. Fuck. Yeah, I knew somebody was going to die.
14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
God damn you, Telltale. Why do you have to keep killing Lee?
You were always there for me, Lucius. From the very beginning. I'm gonna miss you.
He was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing, but this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Don't worry, Al. I will find him and bring him to justice. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm glad to see your sense of duty still reigns supreme. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be to lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
Nice pep talk.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad.
Ouch.
Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter.
Gut punch after gut punch.
Just thought there'd be more time.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
But it kinda is my fault, to be honest.
It's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce.
Ugh.
There was hardly anything left.
Wow, that's pretty dark, yeah.
What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce?
What are you mixed up in?
Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I've got to be honest.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have been honest with her just yet.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? For that,
What?
we can all be grateful.
Why?
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been quite a man. Either that, or he left a lot of money.
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
But why here?
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Nice to see you're still your same
I know
charming
it's a
self.
closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I?
But at a funeral?
You and me.
Dude!
We're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Sorry that you're sick? It's a cute card, though. Get well soon.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's
it is
very
rather
considerate.
sweet of him, considering.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
Convince.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zsasz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
At so many points in your lives. And now, he's gone.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact.
This is not very
amazing,
we
Bruce.
need to stop talking at this
Live
funeral.
by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Can we stop? Yeah. Just
you will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship.
Oh, God.
I want to commemorate the moment.
No.
The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
Oh boy.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I already said I'd meet your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know, and even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away.
Yeah, you just, like, kept me occupied for the entirety of the...
Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I'll trust him.
I know we'll see each other.
I'll trust him.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
It's just as well to mostly play nice with John for now, because, I mean, we all know who he is. But he honestly does seem like he's trying to be friendly. As horribly awkward and uncomfortable as that exchange just was.
Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy.
Brother, you don't know the half of it.
Gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead
the one
on Riddler.
Dead. Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. Looks like gang activity's heating up along 43rd.
I'll see what I can do. Hey, I get it, but we're stretched thin, I told you. Riddler's a loner. I bet he's avoiding that area.
Good chance.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. Hey, if this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you were the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
We should probably let her know this, though.
Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
No matter what happens, though, I'm always going to side with Jim, because, I mean, it's Jim. Also, the minute I found out that Lucius's daughter was going to work for Wayne Enterprises, and she's just as smart, if not smarter, than her father, I pretty much knew Lucius was going to die. I just didn't think it was going to be that soon. I mean, that's a quick turnaround for, that sort of thing.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
There's the shoes. We can steal the shoes. If we wanted to be pretty petty about it. We could also steal his teapot. There we go, we'll steal his teapot. Seems like a proper gentleman. He'll go mad about his tea. Alfred knows all about it.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Classic.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
Yeah, especially since when those headlines said Riddler has superior intellect.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
Not surprised this was a trap.
We go in.
After you.
I mean, I'll give Bruce benefit of the doubt here, because in this continuity obviously hasn't dealt with Guy before, and Riddler has had years of experience doing this, but god damn it, man, you don't trust anything the Riddler sets up. What are all those stickers on the...
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Who is this?
Oh, God.
Who is this man?
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
What the hell did he do to this guy?
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Agency?
Oh, crap.
Agency.
He's one of Waller's.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
Now see, I don't know if this is me reading too much into it, but Riddler did make a couple of mentions of halves. And this guy's missing one shoe, missing the fingers of one hand, and his eyes are mismatched. Is this going to relate to Harvey Dent at some point or another?
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
It means you turn it left. That's a pretty obvious riddle, isn't it?
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Explains why the shoes are... Oh, there's this other shoe.
One shoe. Melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Yeah, I think I might have been reading too much into it with the Two-Face references. I know why that is like that, though.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Okay.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Meaning, I'm gonna need to get in the box.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Apparently he's big into taking body parts this time. Take a dude's face, cut off two dudes' fingers.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Where the hell is he getting the material for this stuff, you gotta wonder?
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Oh, the Riddler is, as they said, an obsessive kind of crazy.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Doesn't explain why he died, though, yet.
I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Except this is also probably either a riddle or a trap, because look who we're talking about here.
Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
Alright, I'll take the deal just as long as you stay away from my family. You can pick up the product at the usual place. I'll remind you that I've complied with all of your requests up to this point. After this transaction, we're done. Coworker email?
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky they'll kill each other.
Although I get the feeling that something like that mightn't be too far outside the realm of possibility, considering they frickin' killed off Lucius. Anybody is fair game. For someone so smart, you sometimes act real stupid. Those resources were not for your crackpot feud with Batman. You knew that, and you went ahead anyway. All you gain with your games is attention, which we really don't want right now. Stick to the plan, or we will have to make changes. From H. Harvey? Although, like I said, one thing I know about this is that Hurley is in the game somewhere, so maybe it's her. It'd be interesting if she's tangled up with Riddler somehow.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
Gun.
That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Interesting that they use stun guns, though.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free, and you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him. More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here.
I suppose the only thing that's probably left is to just make a link between the monitors and... that one shoe was stopping me from progressing. How about that?
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Guess it's time for me to get in the
You got
box.
a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Well, I'd say he was probably in the chair first, then probably the chamber.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
Yeah, because if he lost his fingers first, then obviously there'd be blood all over the inside of the chamber. And of course this didn't happen until his shoes got melted.
The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial.
It's not really a box, though. It's more of a tube. It should be a murder tube.
From where he lost his shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right?
Meh.
The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Crazy is as crazy does.
Could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Joe.
Wow, when you put it like that, let's win this game.
Oh, that was immediate. So was that.
Heat's rising, Batman. Hurry the hell up already.
I can almost make out a message.
Okay.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct save will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Oh crap. Oh, they gave me no time to do that, did they? It's like, they should be fine when I open the store, and then seconds afterwards I burst in flames.
It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue.
Okay.
Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Joe.
Wow, when you put it like that.
And apparently the biggest
Let's
mistake was waiting a second later to get out of the chamber. Apparently. Although it could be I took my sweet time in turning the thing to get the message, so...
Heat's rising, Batman.
I can almost make out a message.
You don't need to pause to relay that... There.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct save will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check.
Oh, damn it.
Probably the years, because it must be the, yeah. Which I better do right the fuck now.
What the hell?
That explains what happened to his eardrums.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
It's Hear No Evil. I'm almost positive it's Hear No Evil. God damn it. That's the third. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. Okay, no, I was... God damn it, why is this not working? Why was that not working? I was turning the knob, damn it. Oh, now I gotta go through this spiel again. Man, I hope the Riddler ends up dead by the time this is done. This is a pain in the ass.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Man, I wish there was a way to skip certain sections of dialogue.
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Yeah, see, at this point, I should have rushed to try to open the damn safe. Yeah, what? Yeah, one sees no evil, one tells no lies. Ask the third if he has the prize. It's that one, right? It has to be that one. One sees no evil, one tells no lies. So that's hear no evil, speak no evil.
What the hell?
Wait.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is,
Yeah, no,
if you can
that's gotta be.
my short-range ultrasonic device.
God damn you, Riddler.
Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe!
I envision me getting sick of hearing this. Yes, yes, yes. One won't see trouble, and one tells. Oh my god. See, it's like it goes so far when I'm turning, and just before it gets to the end of the arrows, it stops and resets. So is it... am I just using the stick wrong, or...
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can
withstand my short-range ultrasonic device.
Let's test it out, shall we?
I'm gonna be quoting this back to him
The
for a
riddle!
while now.
Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
I was spinning it the wrong way the whole time? How did I miss that? Weird.
Just in case.
Damn.
Why didn't you do that first?
For the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
Better be worth the recurrence of dying. Oh boy, a missile.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Whatever the agency is, you are worse. You're the one torturing and killing innocents.
You think any of these agents are innocent? The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Okay. Alright. I can learn to hate that, man.
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Yeah, I gathered that much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system.
Well, it wasn't really gigantic, but
And as much as I understand your
less now.
reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
man, maybe honesty isn't the best policy for a lot of these things.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong.
Now it's pointing directly at Alfred's crotch. Do you really want to put that there?
The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other.
I still have you. And we still have each other.
I won't always be here, Bruce.
Don't you say that!
Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, it puts me in rather a morbid mood. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target
And
the
they all
agents,
have
though.
555 as their
I doubt he's
numbers.
sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
He's targeting them through their...
He could
Yep.
pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Where are the missiles firing from, though? Like, he set up a missile battery somewhere?
And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
He's going to bomb half the city killing these guys.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Well, this is going to be hard to see.
A clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred. Always able to count on you, huh? Even in the toughest times.
The last thing I want to do is let you down.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Yeah, we don't need to see that, even though it did get
Tell
caught.
Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal.
Kinda wish I told him to go away.
Match up the points found in both sound files.
Tiffany.
That's a match.
Worst one of the matches is Tiffany.
Bruce? Batman?
No, that's not it.
It's close enough, damn it.
The two sounds have to be the same.
Bruce?
Of course, I should have figured the other one would have been Bruce.
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work.
I wouldn't be shocked if she...
It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
I can't help but feel that Mori might be more likely to help me out, because Navel seems like he's pretty loyal to Riddler. Not to mention, both of these men know exactly what Riddler is capable of, and I think, well, Mori is already as scared of him as he's gonna get. Nabel, on the other hand, might be a bit harder to crack, so... And hey, let's not aggravate John.
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Well, I still think Mori might be the best option, and like I said, if I'm gonna side with anybody, I'm gonna side with Gordon. And as dangerous as Waller is, in this case, I don't think I'm gonna mind pissing her off. Let's go have a chat with Mr. Mori, shall we?
I'll meet with Mori. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him.
Let's go meet him in my not Batmobile. Oh, here comes Bruce Wayne with his weird eyes again.
Watching Mori. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. They're following his every move. Gotta be careful here. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Mori.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow.
Do whatever it takes to find him, Bruce. I never want to see another video like the one with Lucius.
No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Mori. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Mori. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
You're on his list, Mori. He's gonna hit you with the same weapons you sold him. You and a lot of other people.
I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies.
Like the whole company?
No.
That's why he attacked you?
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city.
Well, he did.
After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father, back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Then you owe me, for my father's sake.
That was a long time ago, and favors go both ways.
Don't they always?
I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison.
I'm not here to negotiate, Mori. If you know where the Riddler is, you're going to tell me.
Be reasonable, Mr. Wayne. We're businessmen. I can't give you something for nothing. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer.
And lead a paper trail right back to me.
You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne.
I have worse.
Our agency friends will be back any second. Let's handle this quickly and without disturbance. Everyone gets what they want.
Fuck it. Let's play along.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be
This is
careful,
going to
Mr. Wayne.
bite me in the ass.
That lunatic is not to be trifled with. No, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
This is going to bite me in the ass so hard.
Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
I see they haven't fixed the big bowl yet.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is?
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
I'm presuming this is going to be the climax of the first episode. Seems like it's longer than the episodes were in the last season. I could be wrong, though.
Men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
It was just a pigeon.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him.
Oh, it's
Need to
Blake.
get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon.
Friends?
You'll see what this is all made of. You agency imbeciles really...
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
A good spot for cover.
All your idiot colleagues, too.
We found him.
individuals for institutions.
Maury's information turned out to be accurate. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
On my heels far too long. I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan. What are you talking about? You'll see what I mean.
Wait for it.
They might be angry I brought you here, but
Don't want him raising an
understand
alarm.
why. They'll
I'll move when he's
recognize my
looking.
brilliance. After all, I am uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see it. I'm sure you understand.
I know.
But he wasn't looking, though.
Sometimes my methods can appear a little unorthodox. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting on Lino.
Ready, Bruce.
Oh, that worked.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
What the heck is
Oversized vermin!
Classic Batman maneuver with a new twist.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
Oh, Avesta.
Floor, it's heating up!
Oh crap, it's these things. That's...
Batman.
This is probably like all of her fantasies. Considering she's such a big fan. You're kidding me. It's a big goddamn bird cage.
Oh god, not more.
Sure the penguin isn't involved in this in any way?
Wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Maury was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak.
Little people?
I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
Oh, jeez.
You won't get away with this. You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started.
So,
we have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident.
Yeah, I can at least answer the first 2 questions.
Black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me.
Oh no, you think?
Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please. Don't let him die. Say it!
I need an answer.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize.
Oh my god. Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
What's happening? What am I supposed to be doing here?
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
That's some quick thinking.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
I am.
What are you doing? No!
So was Avesta dead? Did he get hit with a bit of the other blast?
Impossible!
Who's the genius now? Oh, she's okay.
You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me. You might have bought yourself some time with that trick, but I had backup on the...
Yeah, I've had enough of your lip. Oh, that looks like it hurts.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
You were saying,
Can't
Ridley?
be happening.
Anchor punch. KO! Finish him! Guess what? You're not dead.
Come on.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear!
She's gone deaf. I'm not going to beat the crap out of the Riddler for that. I mean, I should, but that's probably not going to help.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Infestus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
You came after me, you know. Not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
Your comrades thought you went too far. I saw their messages. They were afraid your stunts would get my attention. They were right.
They'll regret this. All of them. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Excuse me, what? What? What?
They broke the pact.
The pact?
Holy shit. They killed the Riddler. I mean, it's not like you didn't have it coming, but... Jesus, that's 2 high-profile deaths in the first episode. Man, they're not pulling any punches in this one, aren't they?
Lock the ship down, and radio for more medics. But... Riddler, is he... Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
You don't have to worry, Jim. I'll take the heat for this.
I appreciate the thought, but that ain't gonna cut it. Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm
Here
about
it
to
comes.
blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is deaf. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Mori got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
Oh.
You can't demote me.
I just did.
Gordon's not to blame. I was on the scene first. This is my fault, and mine alone.
I'm getting to you. Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
She's still going to work with me on this, despite the fact I, in her mind, fucked everything up.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Gotham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I saw that coming. See, at this point, it's just well that he doesn't have a secret identity anymore. It's like, you know, practically everybody knows. You and 50% of players saw Alfred become vengeful. He was proud when you said you would bring Riddler in the lawful way, showing him the video of Lucius being killed filled him with vengeance. He admires that you did whatever it took to get the drive. Crap, that's not what I was expecting would happen. I suppose I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for the credits to go all the way through, but I'll see some of the voices that were involved here. See if there was anybody familiar aside from the ones I already know. Oh, there it is. Rick Baker, Hotel. Oh. Robin Atkins Downs was the Riddler. Wasn't he... Wasn't he the Riddler in, whatchamacallit thing? The Arkham games, I thought it was. Anyway, I'm not too happy that, Alfred is becoming vengeful. You and 50% of players saw Gordon become steadfast. He appreciated you backing him up in front of Waller. He was suspicious that you refused to talk about Lucius. Because you took a side against Waller's, he is steadfastly loyal to you. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. You and 52% of players left demand traumatized. She was impressed that you stood up to Waller. She appreciated your honest answers to her questions. She is traumatized by the torture she endured at the hands of the Riddler. Great. You and 52% of players worked with Waller in a way that was strained. She was not happy when you defended Gordon. She was furious that you helped her witness get away because you went behind her back to talk to Mori. We will work with you, but begrudgingly. You and 51% of players left John ecstatic. So far, orange seems bad, and blue seems good. So in this case, this probably isn't good. At the funeral, he was pleased to see you. He was proud of himself that he chose a card you liked. He was absolutely ecstatic that you agreed to meet his friends, which I'm assuming are now these goons that... Yeah, great. You and 50% of players left Tiffany furious. She was thrilled when you told her she could help with the puzzle box at the funeral. She was consoled. Because you told her the truth about endangering Lucius, she now feels betrayed. Wait, 25%, 25%, 25%, 26%? 101%! Most people went to see Mori. Most people dealt with him. Oh, more people actually... sacrificed some of the other agents. Alright then. It seems like the decisions are fairly split in all of these. Like, most of them are almost 50-50. Like, entirely 50-50. That's interesting. Because usually in these, there's usually one clear choice that most people pick. It seems to be the case in the last one. Like, you'll get the occasional outlier, but for the most part. With his identity on the line, Bruce must work with a new power player in Gotham. A criminal conspiracy is growing in the shadows, threatening the entire city. And I'm almost positive that's Harley Quinn, so... So the Riddler is dead. So is Lucius Fox. Wow. Oh wait, now that I look at it even further, that's not just Harley. I'm almost positive the man on the left there is Bane. And the dude on the right, I wouldn't be shocked. That's either Hugo Strange or Victor Freeze. Honestly, because it looks more like goggles than glasses, I'm leaning more towards Freeze. Which means things are gonna get a hell of a lot more fun now, aren't they? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. Oh, actually, that's kind of a little spoiler there. It showed a thing that where you get so many free comics if you join Telltale's thingamajig. And I just saw covers featuring Harley Quinn and Bane, Mr. Freeze. So, guaranteed that's who those characters are. Why would they show those comics otherwise? The little spoilers they give you. And that was fun and psychotic and surprisingly deadly. I'm kind of sad the Riddler died as soon as that, because I was really enjoying this version of him, but I suppose if they got so many villains crammed in here, they need to clear the way somehow. I mean, they didn't have to permanently take him out of the action. And I still don't 100% know where things are going with John Doe, although I'm assuming south is the only way they can go. Because certainly, by the name of the last episode, and considering what John said to me at the funeral, I can almost guarantee that he's probably going to end up being the major villain by the end of it. Because, I mean, we know who he is. It's just amazing that he's not so famously dangerous right now. Oh, and the other theory I have about what's happening here is all these people that are cropping up and the agency is dealing with it, and there's this group called the Pact. I can almost guarantee that what it is, especially judging by Riddler's comments, that, see, in practically every instance in various DC media where Waller is involved, she is the one in charge of the Suicide Squad. Like, she's the one that came up with the idea, I think, even. Well, in this case, obviously, if this is indeed what's going on, she didn't, because the agency has been involved in the creation of them for a while, if that's what's going on. But, I suppose it kind of makes sense that they're getting more, like they would be put into this, considering, you know, the movie came out not too long ago, the not-so-great Suicide Squad movie. Shame, I was hoping against hope that that would be good. But it was really not. Most of the characters were fine, except for the Joker. I really did not like the Joker in that movie. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's my theory of what's happening here. These are former members of this continuity's version of the Suicide Squad, and the agency is basically trying to clean up their own mess. And Gotham is getting bombed by a deranged lunatic in the process because of it, so that about tracks with the way things go in this universe, doesn't it? In any case, that's that for now, I think. So that was fun. I don't know when the next time I'll do another episode of this will be. Probably not for another while yet. Again, I was expecting this was only going to take me an hour and a half or 2 hours, and holy crap, I think I might have been correct in my assessment that these things seem to be getting longer. So, there's that. Of course, I died several times due to stupidity, so that kind of padded the runtime a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, as always, as I always say, if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very, very much, and hopefully, I will see you fine folks next time. So until then, I wish you a farewell and a good night.